Hello friends, I am Dr. Amit Gangwal, Associate Professor at SVKM's Institute of Pharmacy, Dhule. In this video, we will talk about what corporates are doing by leveraging AI for drug discovery. And we will talk about historical milestones. We will talk about some recent advances in AI-driven drug discovery. We will talk about AlphaFold, kaggle competition, isomorphic laboratories, the new venture of Alphabet, that is Google's parent company, AlphaGo, and other things we will discuss in this video. So let's proceed for the next. So AI, machine learning and deep learning, now they are very much in our daily life. Knowingly, unknowingly, we are using various instruments, technologies, procedures and gadgets which are using AI, machine learning and deep learning. We all know machine learning is subtype of AI, and a type of machine learning through advanced network is deep learning, which work based on the human neurons. Some common examples are, suppose we are purchasing a white shirt on Amazon. So next time it will show you more and more options of white shirt. Or for that matter, if we are searching white shirt on Google, then probability is that for next few days you will get advertisement of white shirt on all the browsing websites you are using until you cross it through some actions. Similarly, if you talk about online pharmacy, for example 1mg.com, and if you are purchasing Lantus, a type of insulin, the brand name is Lantus and the company is Sanofi, then the moment you purchase Lantus, there are chances it will show you insulin syringe also, or it will show you other products which are relevant for the diabetic patient, or other items which have been purchased by earlier customers. In their basket there was Lantus. So it is called association rule or basket analysis in terms of computer experts or in terms of marketing gimmicks. Self-driving car, another example of AI. When you suppose you are a boss or you are employer or you are getting an application from your employee that, sir, today I am on leave because I am not well, I am suffering from so and so disorder, or I am sick, or I am not feeling well, so you are requested to give me the leave, you requested to grant me leave permission. So the moment your email will be checked by your employer, your immediate boss, he will get ready to use 3-4 options. Okay, permitted, get well soon, okay, no issue, take your own time. So these are the ready to use AI generated responses for your boss. These are the applications of AI. Here there is use of NLP, that is natural language processing. NLP is analyzing the content your email and it is suggesting probable answers or the reply. Then movie recommendations on Netflix based on your age, gender and your browsing history, your earlier watching history. Netflix, which is the most famous streaming platform, it will give you the recommendation. Or similar application is on YouTube. Suppose you are listening the songs of a singer, particular singer, 80s 90s songs you are enjoying constantly, then YouTube will throw you similar type of playlist or jukebox or list of songs. So there are lot many applications of AI. So you see the very much famous cartoon on the right top corner. A boss or an emperor or ruler in some part of world is asking to his employees or the subordinates or soldiers or marketing team, field team or field force who wears glass slippers, call Amazon and Flipkart. Means you will get highly filtered and genuine data from the e-commerce giants. I mean, they will not give you, but it is the process. I mean, it is the system, you see. So how he's relying on the e-commerce giants for the accurate data. This is data analytics, and data is the power in this time. So machine learning applications are helping people with disabilities to facilitate businesses with decision making, dynamic pricing, identify skin cancer by capturing photos, by scanning through medical imaging and whatnot. everything is being done by machine learning. So there are no more wait for the applications of AI. We talk about driverless car. See, what are the benefits of robots or driverless or self-driving car? They rarely break down. They never goes on strike. Robots are they don't go for demand of hike in salary or various allowances. They don't go for a strike. They don't want break for canteen leaves and so and so. On the right side, you are seeing the image I have taken from the Neuralink project of world famous, the richest person on the planet, Elon Musk. The project is Neuralink. In this, the company has inserted a chip in the brain of this ape, and this animal is directly communicating to the machine. It is playing the Go game. That is it is playing the game which we call as ping pong game, and the animal is thinking he is playing it through some movement of the hand or so and so, but it is not like that. Directly its brain is contacting with the system through that chip. A major breakthrough in the recent history for the people who are suffering from various types of neurodegenerative disorders. It is definitely a milestone. Still the project is under investigation, and definitely in next few years such technology will be used for deploying these chips inside the patients of this type of disorder. So if we talk about drug discovery, according to an estimate, the number of possible molecules that may be used as drug-like is around 10 to the power 60. But we all know only a small portion of these molecules have been tested. It means there are lot many chances of exploring those untested molecules from drug point of view. So even after what experts are saying, even after identifying a molecule as a drug candidate, it usually takes almost 10 years. You got a hint. Okay, this is the drug-like molecule which can be used for treating the cancer patient. From that moment to launching in the market to the prescription, it takes around 10 years because it requires lab trials, animal study, clinical trial, and whatnot. So it is a Herculean task to discover a drug. So one of the major companies which is creating headlines every now and then because it is using AI to discover new targets for the disorder treatment. It is using AI platform to devise new molecule. It is using AI for speeding up the preclinical and clinical trial. The name of company is In Silico Medicine. So as per the infographics given on their website, it says usually drug discovery is synonymous with a process called finding needle in the haystack. But according to this company, now AI empowers you to generate perfect needles. In the sense, you can customize the perfect drug molecule for treating various disorders. So not only there is need for finding needle in the haystack, you see the left image, left part, but you can devise, you can customize, you can generate, you can have your own drug-like molecule directly using AI, and it is very economic and time-saving operation compared to classical drug discovery. So what are the challenges? You have to ascertain two things in a drug like molecule before it becomes a drug, that is synthetic accessibility score and drug likeness. So your drug like molecule, your drug candidate should be able to design, so it should be synthesized in the laboratory in normal setup, and it should have drug like properties like Lipinski's rule of 5 and other parameters of a molecule to be claimed like a drug like molecule. So we will talk about protein structure in this video also. Ultimately, the drug molecule which is called ligand, it has to attach with the structure of protein. That is, protein is the receptor which is responsible for causing disease in most of the cases. So your drug like molecule should fit in a proper manner to the protein. So it is very easy to understand, but protein is consisting of amino acids, but how it unfolds at different configurations, at what position your drug molecule should bind to the protein, it decides success of drug molecule. So it is the holy grail of science. Everyone want to understand entire structure, folding property, unfolding property, 3D structure, configuration of protein, because until we know all these things, it is difficult to understand how drug molecule fits to the protein. So the study is called molecular dynamics and what we call docking phenomenon. So this, on the left side you are seeing the Rubik's cube, in between you are seeing a Sudoku puzzle, on the right side you are seeing Lego blocks. So if you talk about Rubik's, we all know it is one of the most difficult tasks from puzzle point of view. You have to arrange various blocks in a perfect manner, so that on one side all blue colors are there, on other side red or different colors are there. So similarly in between there is Sudoku. It is a puzzle having 9 by 9 squares. In each square of 9 by 9 you have to fill number from 1 to 9 without repetition. So in this center image there are total 9 squares. In each square there are 9 small square. So in each small square, from horizontal to vertical, you have to fill marks from 1 to 9 without any repetition. And each Sudoku has only single solution. If you don't go for it, you cannot solve it. In the Lego box, perfect arrangement of the Lego blocks, we can get different type of structures. It is a game for kids. So similarly, if you do not do proper studies, investigations for discovering a drug, you cannot find a drug structure, drug molecule. You have to study receptor, you have to study etiology, you have to study drug structure. So sorry, all this is not possible by human brain. It was possible for years. Still we are consuming the drugs designed by humans, but now time is changing. Diseases are coming like never before. We are having very notorious type of microorganisms which are not being treated or killed or destroyed by the antibiotics because of various reasons. We are aware about the reasons. Like if you talk about corona outbreak, there is various new strains coming up about the corona. Recently there is the other variation, that is Omicron is there. So there are lot many reasons because of which we want now faster speed of drug discovery. It is not possible if you don't use AI algorithms. So AI work in a step-by-step manner. It guides you which molecule can be better in terms of toxicology reduction, in terms of ADME phenomenon, in terms of docking, in terms of Lipinski rule, and what is the and which molecule is easy to use because it can be designed easily in the laboratory. So at every step you can use AI. The only thing required is you have to train machine learning model initially in a supervised manner. Then only a trained machine learning model will guide you that you go through this route. It is easy to approach the destination, and you will get more and more success. So what is the intention for this image? Until you follow the game's rule, you cannot design a new drug, and AI is doing this job very perfectly. Another illustration. So there is one game on Play Store. Different small parts or pieces are there, and you have to rotate the screen of your smartphone until you get a perfect figure. So left side, different parts of the broken image of diamond is there. You have to rotate your screen continuously through finger, and one position will reach where you will get the completely arranged diamond. In the lower image, the same is applicable for strawberry. You have to arrange continuously, you have to disturb the arrangements, and at one position you will get strawberry. The same is applicable to AI driven drug discovery. The simple classical drug discovery days are gone. Now people will not use classical way of drug discovery. Already the people, the company, the corporates who are go-getter, who have visionary leadership, they are already using AI driven platforms and machine learning models, specifically deep learning model, in that autoencoders basically, to use it for drug discovery, and they are getting success. In one of my videos already I have discussed how Accenture and in silico medicines are creating waves and headlines by launching faster drug like molecules, and few drug like molecules, drug candidates or investigational molecules are in clinical trial phases. As definitely, as per my knowledge goes on, as per the current world affair, definitely those molecules will hit the prescription in due course of time. So why there is so much application suddenly of AI? So AI was already in the history, but it is now much in use because of high speed computer power. Like GPU, we have CPU, which are not faster. So graphics processing unit, that is GPU, enabling the various machines and computers to work faster, not only faster, in a parallel processing. Lot many data in a parallel manner they are processing to give you output. So in shorter period of time you can analyze lot many amount of data to reach to the conclusion. Second, there is cloud system. No need to store all the data at your location, at your server. You can outsource this job to the cloud service provider. For example, we have Amazon, that is Amazon Web Service. We have Azure of Microsoft. So we have for same thing is by Google also. So lot many companies are providing you cloud type of server. What is cloud server? You have not, you need not worry about your data at your location. It outsourced, you will enjoy data at other position. So it is not headache in your code. So those, as I told you, those who are go-getter, I mean those who are having good vision, they will achieve more fruits in due course of time. The global AI in the drug discovery market is set to reach 1434 million US dollar by next 4 years. Currently it is 259 million US dollar. So it is said that the practice of machine learning is at least 80% data processing. So why we need faster computers? Because 80% machine learning is only data capturing, data pre-processing, data finalization, data filtering. It is called data processing. And 20% time is used for machine learning training or algorithm designing. So if you don't have faster computers, and if you don't have huge amount of data, and if you don't have clean data, there is no use of AI, there is no use of machine learning. It is very important. One thing I would like to add here, very interesting sentence I am telling you here. If you don't have data, there is no use of machine learning, and if you don't have machine learning, there is no use of data, because data gives importance to machine learning, and it is machine learning which gives you the hidden pattern or the actionable insights from the data. So both are complement to each other. So what AI is doing in the pharma houses? A growing number of life sciences organizations have brought on chief digital officer, a new post, CDO, and their main role is to digitize entire organization, to incorporate more and more computer based technology. It is something new in the pharma world, but they have to do it anyhow if they have to survive, if they have to be in the race, because the next wave of race in pharma will be won by those people only who are incorporating deep learning in their day-to-day operation. This can help improve competencies, power new products and services. It can allow new business models and even lessen the boundaries between the industries. So already we know that pharma giants, AI giant and tech giants, for example, Glaxo, Novartis, Pfizer, AstraZeneca, Johnson and Johnson. So they are pharma giants. They are having some agreements with tech giants, for example, Apple, Microsoft, Google and other, Nvidia and Intel. Nvidia is famous for providing GPU of very high caliber to most of the pharma companies. And if you talk about AI company, then we have quotable example like Accenture in Silicon Medicines and others. So those pharma houses which lack transformational vision have started shaking hands with experts in a win-win manner. If you don't hire AI experts, no issue, but you have to go for training your employee in a routine manner. If you don't do that, no issue. The pharma company has to do some sort of tie-up with AI giant and tech giant. So this is the beautiful slide, and this slide will be remembered by you for forever. I mean, these are the images or logo or the brand names. So whenever there will be discussion about AI in pharma industries, these images, this logo, this company name will always be discussed. So the first image is there is a fodder and needle. Already we have discussed this is the infographics originally designed by AI, I mean the experts of in silico. You can design your own needle. Here needle means you can design your own drug like molecule rather to search needle in the haystack. Haystack means lot of drug like molecules are there and you have to find a needle. It is almost difficult. Second image is of AI. We are talking about AI only. Third image is taken from DeepMind. We will discuss later on. And the top left image is of logo of Exscientia. Already we have discussed 3 molecules of Exscientia are in clinical trial phase, and these molecules have been entirely designed by AI. And we have in silico medicine logo. One of its AI search drug like molecule is in clinical trial phase for the treatment of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. We will talk about this in next few minutes. So as I told you, without tech companies, there is no use of AI in pharma company. So most of the AI driven drug discovery firms are finding the use of IBM, Nvidia, Intel, Google, Microsoft invented technology. Very promising, and few are using these for better and faster output for mankind. So what AI is doing in pharma, rather to build a large scale wet lab to discover the properties of hundreds of thousands of molecules in test tube, scientists are now going to be able to do almost entire exploration inside a computer. And therefore in my AI session I tell machine learning in drug discovery. In coming 10 years or so, drug discovery means a room with quantum computers, humans to operate them, a chemistry lab and a formulation lab. That's it. Means you would need few computers which are better than supercomputer, that is quantum computer, and few humans to operate those machines, and chemistry lab to see whether those drug like candidates generated by a machine can be designed, can be synthesized in the laboratory or not, and a pre-formulation laboratory and one pharmacology lab. That's it. And in next 20-30 years might be possible entire things can be done in the computer. Only in selected area you have to go for final phase of clinical trial. It is the beauty of AI. Yes, it will happen in next 10 to 15 years. Huge amount will be saved of various pharma company. So if we talk about quantum computers, IBM's largest quantum computer has 65 qubits. According to an announcement by IBM, it plans to build a 1000 qubit computer by 2023. Qubit means a faster working style of computer. IBM's Deep Blue was able to beat, so it is one of the earliest example of intelligent machine. Deep Blue was a software or the program of IBM which in 1997 defeated the world champion of that time, the world chess champion, that is Garry Kasparov. We all know, very brilliant human being, very intelligent human on this earth, but he was defeated in 1997 in a chess competition by a new software by the name Deep Blue by company IBM. So these are few earlier milestones which are required to be discussed here. So Deep Blue, Blue Gene, and latest is Watson. So all these 3 are different programs or the software designed by IBM. So if you talk about Deep Blue, already we discussed Blue Gene. So it was developed to help biologists observe the invisible processes of protein folding and gene development. It was the world's fastest supercomputer at that time. And now we have IBM Watson. It is a powerful type of machine which can leverage the potential of natural language processing along with deep learning to, for example, in drug discovery, you have to study lot of data. So IBM Watson can study thousands of crores of data stored in various soft and hard copy, and it will give you ready to use actionable insight. So I tell you AI for AI, that is for actionable insight you have to use only artificial intelligence, no other way is there. So AlphaFold and AlphaGo, They are two ventures of DeepMind. DeepMind is a company under the Alphabet, and Alphabet is the company which is managing Google. So Google, YouTube, Gmail, AlphaFold, AlphaGo, all are working under the umbrella company Alphabet. So there is, you see on the right side there is Kaggle, in left side there is Merck. So Kaggle is a machine learning competition platform, and DeepMind is a company which is nurturing AlphaFold and AlphaGo. So AlphaGo is a machine learning platform developed by DeepMind, and it got success in defeating some of the most brilliant human minds who are perfect in playing the Go game. It is a game, Go game. You see the center image, you have the blocks of white and black color. Go game was started years ago in China. It is difficult game, not like Ludo or chess or snakes and ladder. It is difficult game, but there are few genius human beings in this game who have been defeated by machine learning platform, that is AlphaGo, designed by DeepMind. On the right side, you are seeing the image of a software or a machine IBM, which was used by IBM to defeat Garry Kasparov in a chase. The first image is of AlphaFold. AlphaFold is a DeepMind project which got success in winning the competition, which happens every 2 years in the world, and the competition is about how your structure will fit to the ever changing structure of protein. So we will discuss in next slide. So these are, you see the left side, these are the companies which are engaged in AI driven drug discovery. For example, Cotinga, Atomwise, Exscientia, Helix, Recursion, Benevolent AI, very famous company. Then In Silico Medicine, already we have discussed. Then BioVista, Lantern, and Evexion. On the right side, you are seeing various images or the logo of various tools and technologies which are used for AI driven drug discovery. So Python is a coding language. Chambel or Campbell is a database. Scikit-learn is a machine learning library. NumPy is used to arrange your numbers or the mathematical expression through Python. So all these tools and technology must be Python friendly. Python is a coding language which you must know to operate all this database and to use AI driven drug discovery platform. But future is codingless. More and more corporates are devising drag and drop type of coding platform. No need to go for coding learning, directly you can do it. It will take time, right? So you see the initial lines. Solving drug discovery puzzle is like a Rubik's cube of size of 25 by 25. It is even difficult to solve a Rubik's cube of 3 by 3. If you see in Google, only 5% population in this world can solve the Rubik's cube, which is of size 3 by 3. Imagine a Rubik's of 25 by 25. So drug discovery is like same problem or even difficult than that. But AI platforms are making this job very easy. So already we discussed in one of the earlier video, Exscientia, it created history like no one and never before on this planet. There are 3 drug-like molecules, that is DSP-1181, EXS2-1546, DSP-0038. So these 3 molecules are in different phases of clinical trial for various types of disorder. In the history of mankind on this planet, no other company got success in launching clinical trial for 3 molecules in less than 2 or 3 years. This is the founder and CEO of In Silico Medicine, Alex Joronkov. He also got success in launching a drug-like molecule for clinical trial phases in less than 18 months. So they have their own proprietary or in-house developed patented software and AI platform, that is Panda Omics, Chemistry 42, Clinico, for all the stages of drug discovery. If you talk about Panda Omics, it is used for discovery of a target, that is the protein or the receptor which is responsible for causing disease. Chemistry 42, they are using it for finalizing new chemical structure. In Clinico, a platform for doing clinical trial in a more efficient and faster and productive manner. So this company has developed DDR1, that is discoding domain receptor 1, which is a kinase target. So in less than 42 days they got the target in 2019 for a disease that is idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. In this November, that is November 2021, they started first trial in humans for its computer designed drug candidate, and the name of drug like compound is ISM 001055. This drug like molecule which company designed in computer in less than 18 months. This drug like molecule is in clinical trial in Australia for the treatment of idiopathic pulmonary fibrosis. Again, a history in mankind. In less than 18 months, this company got a success in launching clinical trial. It is something very difficult if you talk about human brain. So as we discussed, AlphaFold is the company under DeepMind, and they solve the 50-year-old problem of protein folding. That is how protein folds, how protein unfolds, what will be the 3D configuration, 3D structure of the protein. Because if we don't know about the protein structure, we cannot drug the protein, because we want a druggable protein structure. So by humans, it is almost difficult to predict perfect structure of the protein, and therefore majority of the side effects of the drug molecules is there. We launch a drug molecule for protein A. Suppose you have the X drug molecule which will bind to the protein A, but unfortunately it binds to protein B also, and so we are seeing the side effect of the drug molecule. So to predict exact configuration of protein, to predict exact protein which is causing disease, this was the problem solved to a greater extent by AlphaFold program of DeepMind company. So what they done? AlphaFold's algorithm, that is machine learning algorithm, consists of dual residual network. One of the network predicts the distance between pair of amino acids. We all know amino acids make protein. And the second network predict the angles at chemical bonds which connect each amino acid. So they used a high performing generative adversarial network GAN to make new protein fragments, which were then fed into the network to continuously improve it. For more information about this AlphaFold and AlphaGo, you must watch the videos and the content on DeepMind website. I have given the website in the bottom. So you may see the left graph. Every 2 years there is competition for prediction of the proteins. So in 2018 the winner was AlphaFold, and 2020 the winner was again AlphaFold. So continuously AlphaFold is sharpening its DeepMind projects to completely study proteins from viewpoint of their fixed or stabilized structure, and from viewpoint of drug discovery as well. So you see the animation of gradient descent method. It is a method in machine learning which is used to train and test machine learning models. You may see more about this on the website of the DeepMind. I have taken it from DeepMind only. The left image I have taken from the world famous publishing house, that is Nature. These are again the structures of protein. You see the winning score as I told you. Now another is Merck molecular activity. In 2012, Merck pharmaceutical company launched a competition on kaggle. Kaggle is a machine learning platform tutorial, and the competition platform. So here in this competition, the challenge was based on 15 molecular activity dataset, each for a biologically relevant target. Each row corresponds to a molecule and contains descriptor derived from that molecule's chemical structure. So in this competition, Excel sheet was given by the Merck company to the contestant. There were data of various chemical and their properties. They have to predict the property of the drug-like molecule. Symbiotic is an AI-powered end-to-end company. What it can do? So researchers in this company are able to choose their targets, that is receptor, that is proteins causing disease, the small molecules property they wish to optimize, and get a tailored or customized the list of molecules that could be synthesized as a drug. So they can decide target, they can decide drug molecule, which can only be designed in the laboratory. So how you see how customized, ready to use data is given by AI machineries to the drug discovery scientists. So you see on the left image, Nvidia, a famous company for making high-end computer processors, it is making AI-based supercomputer for COVID-19 research to search a molecule for treatment of COVID-19. So these are the pharma companies on the left side: Roche, Johnson & Johnson, Novartis, Pfizer, Merck, Sanofi, all top 10 company. And right side you see various tie-ups for speeding up drug discovery through various AI platforms which are being designed by like IBM Watson, as I told you, Ocwin, Intel, XTALP, Recursion, AI Cure, Path AI, Berg, Atom Science, Benevolent AI, SIAPS and Flatrion. So these are the top names in this world for AI platforms. On the left side, you are seeing the pharma giants. So pharma giants are shaking hands with AI giants and tech giants. Tech giants means basically Intel, Microsoft, Google, IBM Watson, and Nvidia. So as I told you, future is codingless. Even if you don't know Python, you can design AI driven drug discovery molecule through these giants like Google and Amazon have launched no code development platform. So it is common platform right now for beginners. They are not for drug discovery, they are general platforms for computer experts. But yes, in future tech companies definitely going to launch codingless platform for drug discovery. So for example, ApeSheet is a codingless platform by Google. Lobe is a tutorial type of codingless platform given by Microsoft. Amazon Honeycode is a codingless platform by Amazon. So these are another ecosystem. Huge amount of huge number of company are there. Like few are using preclinical development technology, few are going for clinical trial, drug repurposing. So these are various type of applications of AI in drug discovery. And in this round circle, in these circles, you are seeing various logos of various companies which are involved in use of AI either for pharma, for clinical trial, for CRO, and all these things. So what are the important points for pharma company for using AI? Improving access to genuine data through partnership. If you don't have genuine data, you can't use AI for good fruits. So you have to arrange genuine data on your own or through some partnership. Knowing the disruptive potential of a tech giants in a timely manner. If you don't understand the importance of technology giants, you cannot go for tie-up and you will be lagging behind in the race. Third is increasing diversification of drug discovery pipeline. Fourth is acquiring new AI skill. Either train your employees for AI or hire AI experts as per your suitability. Establishing new evaluation strategies and design thinking. You have to go for design thinking, what your customer needs and how even your employees, how your employees can be empowered in a faster manner to use AI for drug discovery. And why drug discovery? Other area of pharma company as well. So these are the another beautiful image I have taken from the net for various various tie-up. Like you see in the inner circle, there are the logo of AstraZeneca, ABV, Sanofi, Roche, GSK, Bayer, BI, that is Boehringer Ingelheim, then BMS, Novartis, Merck, and Johnson & Johnson. Outside there is bigger circle because more and more AI and tech companies are looking for some tie-up with the pharma company because it is win-win situation. So this is the isomorphic laboratory of Google. Google started a new venture by the name isomorphic laboratory. Initially it will be guided by DeepMind only. So it is an AI driven drug discovery company launched by Google. See how tech companies are going into this AI driven drug discovery because they have AI. So AI can do everything. So it is easy for them to use AI for drug discovery. Another infographics for the use of AI in drug discovery tie-ups are there.